There are two stories I would like to share with us today. Let me begin with the first story. The first story, I will title it, or I will talk about one of the things I will regard as one of the unreasonable things that I did, or one of the unreasonable things that I did. But before we go into that, I'd like to welcome you, my outside the box family, to today's amazing episode of your Outside the Box series with Father Sonny Ogom. If you are new to this channel, do not forget to hit the subscribe button, like this video, and share with your friends. Today's episode promised to be very exciting. It's going to be exciting, it's going to be amazing. Now, all of us have stories in our lives to tell. We have stories. Maybe sometimes we shy away from our own stories. We feel they are not interesting. We feel they are not worth talking about. But the time has come to start looking into your life and see that your life is beautiful. All of us have beautiful moments in our lives. Despite the challenges we face, there are beautiful moments as well. Now, I would like to talk about one of the things I consider like in my childhood as one of the unreasonable things I did. And while talking about mine, I would like you to look into your own life. What is that thing? There could be so many of them. We have a lot of them. One of those unreasonable things that you did, maybe growing up or as a child or as a very young person, and then looking back, you just smile and wonder, why did I do something like this, or why was I thinking this way? Now, let me talk about an incident. I look back. I remember during my JSS, junior secondary school, there was this unreasonable uh, concept I had in my mind about cold. You know, I don't even know how I got this kind of mentality. I just felt okay. Usually in the mornings you take your bath, get ready for school, and because of the cold weather during the cold season, so what I'll do is this: I would not like to cover myself so much. I felt okay. I need to just get used to the cold through the night so that in the morning when I'm taking my bath, I will not feel so much cold. Let me just expose myself to the cold and be used to it so that in the morning when I'm getting ready taking my bath, I will not feel that so much exposure to the cold. So I was getting prepping myself, getting ready for just, let me say, like 5 to 10 minutes that I was going to get exposed to the cold in the morning when I take my bath. Now I get myself exposed to cold all through the night just to prepare for that 5 to 10 minutes that I'll be taking my bath. And I did that. I did it for a while. I don't even know where I got that idea from, and it's not as if it was helping me, but I in my own thinking, I was like, okay, let me get used to it through the night, then I'll take my bath within the morning. I did that. I continued for a while. But looking back, I asked myself, where did you really get this idea? Because ordinarily, one should protect oneself from cold as much as you could. And then if you're going to take your bath, maybe in the morning, you whatever short time that you have, let me say 5 or 10 minutes, you're going to be exposed to the cold. At least you can cope with that and all that. So, as let's say as a young person, or in those early years, so many things comes to our minds. And then you could look into your own life. There you will find many unreasonable things you did as a child or you did growing up. Look into your life. And now there's a second one I want to talk about. The second one is one of the courageous things I did, maybe I did as a child. And I would also like you to look into your life. What are some of those courageous things you did as a child or growing up? I remember where I used to live, or in my village, or in our environment, or in our neighborhood. We used to have this young man. Uh, it's a boy of my age. We're in primary school together and all that. So, um, his own brothers a particular day were encouraging him to fight with me. You know the way children behave. So his brothers were encouraging him to fight with me, um, to fight me, and then my own brother, my older brother, equally was encouraging me that I should not be afraid of him, that I can fight him, that I should not be afraid. So, and I was terribly afraid. I said, this guy is going to deal with me. This guy is going to, you know, finish me today. So my brother kept encouraging me, said, just stand, just stand. So the young man approached and we went into the combat. And I gave my best. To my greatest surprise, I lifted him up and then I threw him to the ground. After that, they separated us. His own brother started blaming him. My brother was congratulating me, saying, yes, you did it, you did it. It's not as if I'm encouraging anyone to fight or children to fight or anything about that. But this story, remembering this story or this incident, one thing it brings to my mind is this: there are experiences in our lives today that we are afraid of. Oftentimes we feel that when you go to do this, you are not just going to have any chance at all. But dear friends, you may be surprised that you give your best and you become even the best among all those who may be participating in that thing you've always been afraid of. I brought these two stories or these two incidents in my life to tell us that in the best of us, we have our most unreasonable experiences, and even in the worst of persons, you will still have something good in them. The best people have down times, they have weaknesses in their life, and just as they have weaknesses, they also have strength. So with all of us, now, in our times when we look back or discover that we've done some unreasonable things, that is not the time to start killing yourself over unreasonable things that you may have done. Look, let me tell you, in the future, we will do unreasonable things. We will make mistakes, but do not kill yourself over your mistakes. Instead, focus on the lessons you learn from your mistake, and then focus on your strength, how to build on your strength, and how to approach situations with courage in life. It is those who are courageous that really make difference in life. Now let me quote for you. Jack Ma said something. He said, there are people less qualified than you doing things that you have always dreamt of doing. What is the difference? They were courageous to make a try. Be courageous today to make a try. If you fail, you dust yourself, pick yourself, and move on again. And if you succeed, celebrate it and then move to a higher one. So each and every one of us, we have our down moments and we have our high moments. Your ability to cope in these two moments, when you are low and when you are high, and move ahead, is what will count at the end of time. I want to appreciate you for watching. I'd like you to share this video. I'd like you to like this video. Click the like button. And till I see you in the next video, keep living the inspired life. God bless you.